Hey guys, Tarke here, and this will be my first of two videos today. This will be focused on the new Harbinger Challenge League, and the next will be talking about the next set of balance changes, so if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. But let's just get into it. So as you can see from this little demo video they've given us here, this is kind of what we should expect to be seeing, and again this will be launching on the 4th of August alongside the Fall of Oriath expansion, if you are confused. So they start off and they just give like a little base kind of description of what's going on. The kind of lore stuff is that these new mysterious figures have turned up. They're speaking this weird unknown language. We don't really know what their intent is. We don't really know what's going on, but they're messing with the world. So, you know, kind of like the evolution of Beyond into Breach, we're now getting this new thing. So I like how they're keeping this theme of these unknown invaders kind of coming into our world. It's a cool little thing. So these Harbingers can create and command monsters from the area and empower them with their own abilities. A Harbinger in the ledge might summon cannibals and skeletons and then create explosive storms around them, while dashing rapidly between them, leaving trails of fire. They can't be attacked directly, but are harmed when their minions are destroyed. So as you can sort of see here with this little like clusterfuck of stuff going on, the way I read it is there'll be this like unknown entity enters the area, possesses a bunch of mobs, you kill the mobs, it damages the entity, it moves on to the next pack kind of thing. Seems like a kind of cool mechanic. It seems like a nice way of kind of having invasion style scary bosses, having essence style kind of like possession and tormented spirits, but without just having this one like insanely OP thing that you can't batter down. Like it takes 5 times longer than the entire map. The way I kind of read it is you have this one super powerful creature, but it moves through the map with you. That way it's more of a natural kind of fight rather than this random like just cock block holding you in place for 10 minutes, if that makes sense. With it, there'll be a new currency system. So we're going to be getting currency shards. Harbingers bear shards of currency types that are already familiar to you. Upon death, they also surrender the shards of currency items that have never been seen before. One such currency item, the Orb of Horizons, rerolls a map's type to another map of the same tier. Now, they did say that they wanted to do some Atlas changes. They want to kind of mess with the Strand meta. Apologies. And this kind of seems to be how they're sort of doing it. So if we go into it, you can see Chaos Shard, and these are all out of 20. Yep. A stack of 20 shards become a Chaos Orb, so we'll assume these are very common items. Regal Shards, Exalted Shards, the exciting one, Mirror Shards. I'm assuming these are going to be ridiculously rare, but even so, I don't know, like it depends. Are the shards going to be the same rarity as a mirror itself? Or probably not, right? But it'll be curious seeing people like buying up the shards and seeing how that affects the economy. That's kind of a cool thing. And then here where the new orbs come in. So an Orb of Annulment, that's one new type. Engineer's Orb, that's a second. Orb of Binding. Ancient Orb. Harbinger's Orb. And then the Harbinger's Orb is what reforges the map type into another of a higher tier. And then the Orb of Horizons change something into the same tier. So we have like 5 confirmed new orbs. We have 2 of them here. We don't know what the other 3 are. And also on the MTX, the currency tab, like the stash tab, which gives you all the currency stuff, they've expanded the space and they've added extra slots. So before you panic, don't worry. We have got extra slots to manage all of these new currency types. But for people without the super pay to win stash tab, feels bad, man. They've also taken the Splinter theme and they've rolled it into the items. So the way you can see it is that you collect the shards of the items, you put all 4 of them together in your inventory, and then it makes the complete item here. So that's pretty cool. And again, I like this idea of, you know, oh, I've got this bit, what bit do you have? Kind of pricing it together sort of thing. And it's always fun. I've enjoyed it when you've had similar mechanics in other games. And it definitely makes the lore a bit more interesting. Let's just hope that the rarity isn't just obnoxious on them. But yes. So here's an example of one of them. And you can see at the bottom the flavor text is their weird unknown language you don't understand. Kind of like the whole like unknown Pokemon thing. Which is kind of cool. So the Unshattered Will Archon Kite Shield grants Summon Harbinger on Focus skill. Oh, and again, one important thing to notice is that these powerful, unique items allow you to command your own Harbinger that can empower you in combat. So like you have these weird ghostly possession things empowering the mobs, if you have the particular uniques, you can also empower yourself, which is pretty cool. But yes, so grants summon Harbinger of Focus skill. Assume it'll have some kind of cooldown or charge system, like Val skills. Like that would be something which you just have up all the time. 78 to maximum life, a bunch of all res. Mana gained when you block, increased chance to block, and then 55% increased damage with channeling skills. Now, again, we don't know what the maximum rolls are on this item, but I'm assuming that, you know, it'll roll up to like at least 80 or 90 life. You wouldn't have so much caps out at 78 life. 14 seems like a bit of an odd number, so that might go up to like 15 or something. The mana gain on block is probably stationary. The block chance is probably stationary. 55% increased damage channeling skills. It's not a very even number, so it probably goes up to like 60 or 70% or something. But even just at these raw values, this looks like a really solid item. So seeing a max roll, potentially one, you know, that's really cool. So good to see actually very powerful looking skills coming out of it. And yeah, Scorching Ray is going to be good. Channeled skills, just saying, something good here. And then for the challenges and rewards, I like what they've done with the reward system. They've gone for something a bit more interesting. So at 12 challenges, you get the glowy eyes, the glue blowy eyes, which is pretty nice. At 24, you receive the crown effect. I'm not sure if I'm blind, but I don't see a crown in this picture. So I don't think we've seen that yet. Maybe it's floating way off the screen here. And then at 36th, we get this little character effect, which here it looks a bit silly, but I'm assuming when it's all spinning and moving, you know, it might look kind of cool, blue flames or whatever it's meant to be. But yeah, you know, that's cool. I like it when you get like the full transmog sets that you build up. And you get the same totem pole stuff that you always do. There will be new supporter packs. There'll be a $30 and a $60 one. And it will include apparently a full armor set, cloak, weapon effect, and a pet. And this is a pretty cool looking like wraithy arcane magic cat pet. So yeah, I'm buying that. And also, those look cool. Anyway, so yeah, that seems like pretty good value to me. So for $60, you're going to be getting a pet, an armor set, a cloak, a weapon, and the recent armor sets have been looking pretty sexy. So I don't know. I'm guessing they'll be themed around these weird like blue shadowy magic-y things. So, you know, we might see something potentially very awesome looking. But either way, you know, this will be coming out on the 4th of August. It looks like a really interesting league, and it's something that I'm actually really, really interested in. But there is always a caveat. Where is it? The hype must ride down with the balance changes that have been proposed. So I'm going to break this into 2 videos now, so I'm now going to go record that, so check it out. But yeah, what do you think of Harbinger League? And yeah, seems good. I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Bye-bye.